Well, just as the blubbery bullion bandit gets arrested, now we're after someone else. I'm not kidding. So about 3 weeks ago, this happened.
You and I will make a copy if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
This guy came in here, well, first he called ahead of time. He was so polite and cordial on the phone. Yes, hello, I'm calling to inquire about potentially making a trip to your store and making a purchase to invest in some gold, silver bullion, or potentially numismatic coins. I'm looking for Morgan silver dollars, sir. Again, just wooed me on the phone with how polite this guy was. Okay, yeah, come on by, you don't need an appointment. So this guy shows up, he's wearing a Ramsey County Sheriff's mask, and he wanted to buy all my Morgans. And he says they're an investment for his daughters. He has 5 daughters. So I sell him like the Morgans and a couple of my graded proof sets. And then as I'm finalizing everything, he goes, oh, and those Marilyn Monroe prints, how about those? Okay, yeah, those are for sale. $50? Okay, because I think I paid $30 for the 3 of them. I don't really like Marilyn Monroe anyway, so I was fine to sell them. Can I write you a check? My check's good, it'll clear. Okay, fine, I will take a check. Check has to clear, okay? Deposit the check. Check clears. This guy showed up in a cab. I checked his ID, I scanned his ID, I got his phone number, I got him to pull his face mask down, the ID matched the check, matched the address, like everything matched. And like I said, I deposited the check and it went through. So he's like, all right, well, I need to call a cab now. And it's like, oh, sir, let me buy you a cab. Like, holy shit, if you're gonna give me good business like this, like, let me at least extend you some customer service back. I'll send you home. Well, send him home to the address on the ID, which again, everything seems like it's just fine. And then a couple days later, I get a notice from US Bank that the check bounced and that my account was on hold. And it's like, what the fuck? So I called US Bank and they're like, oh, just kidding. It went through. So we're good? Yeah, we're good. Okay, forget about it. I'm on vacation and I get a message from my guy. He goes, hey, I just saw this on the Facebook group. All of us dealers here, we have a Facebook group where we talk and we share information about thieves and stuff. And sure enough, he hit another store and then I contacted a couple of my other friends, like messaging them to warn them about this guy. And he hit a couple other stores with bad checks. And he's like, Jesus Christ, this guy is like, I think the world's dumbest criminal because he is using his real ID and his real name to actively defraud business. He's closed his account. So the check did not go through. He stuck me for $26.40. So, oh my God, now I have an open police report and like, waiting to like hear if like I'm protected on this or not, but this is no end to this shit. And now I have to have a new check policy where if you give me a check, I gotta hold it for 10 days. I can't release merchandise to you unless I fucking know you well. I can't believe that this fucking happened again right after this other shit. So as of right now, this guy is still in the wind. I have the camera footage, I have an open police report. I'm speaking with a police officer today because I just got back from my vacation today. But I cannot believe that this has happened again. At least it didn't happen for more money because it looks like he's taken other shops for like 5 to 10K and he took us for 2,600. But when you type in his name, it's his real name. And he has a rap sheet for check fraud. God damn. All right, so I'll let you guys know how this unfolds because I can't imagine this guy's gonna be nearly as difficult to apprehend as Triple B because I have his name and his address this time for real. He's coming at a really bad time too, as I will tell you guys in between the pond. I could really do without this shit right now. Speaking of which, now let's open the mail.
This is all my mail, like shit that's come all week that I bought. Well, fuck, let's go through it.
Because what's the name of this new show? Heaven opens the mail. Yeah, I really needed a vacation. Yet I'm still doing that shit. Okay, mail call. It's like it's a remote deal from Trevor with some coins, some junk silver. Perfect, you guys, I can't stress this enough. Please, 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 when you send me stuff, give me an itemized list just like this that has your contact info, your address, everything I need to know. Okay, next package. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh. I bought some ancient Jewish coins because I figure if I'm trafficking Nazi shit, I should probably counter it out and have some Jewish coins too in my case. I bought a Civil War commemorative. 1995 Civil War commemorative, graded MS69 PCGS. I think it's 90% silver. Showcase filler. It's a cool coin. Huh. Da-da-da-da, it's another Minerva dollar. I'm done buying these. I have so freaking many of these now. Okay, moving along. This is Confederate currency, and I'm not going to show this off. You guys will be able to see this in the next, I think next week on Pawnman, we're covering Civil War currency. Okay, I got more German note geld. You guys, I am still selling note geld mystery boxes. I have a ridiculous amount of German note geld right now, and I've sold, boy, that didn't go nearly as well as I was hoping. I only sold one note geld mystery box, and I spent like $800 on note geld. So if you guys want a note geld mystery box, $60 is what I will do them for, and it will be a good deal. There's some really good note geld that I bought. So lately I've decided to do some improvements on our security here. We're gonna be getting a buzz, like, you can't come in here, I got a buzz you in door being installed this week, and I also bought some Blink security cameras. Now these security cameras, they're okay. I had these at the last shop. What I like about them and why I bought them is after hours, because they record motion. So I put one up in the back parking lot of the old shop, and every morning I got some interesting entertainment in checking the footage to see what it recorded overnight, because we get some weird things from the snowplow driver would finish clearing the snow and then he'd always take a piss, like, just like dick out, thought like nobody was watching. It was interesting. We got a couple of burglars casing the place looking around. Sometimes we had police just like would show up and like look around with a flashlight. I don't know, it was interesting. So part of this is for that. I'm gonna put them so that I see who's casing the place at night, who's checking it out. Because I do have security cameras here, but they record everything and I don't have time to sift through all the footage. You know, something weird happens or I don't like an interaction, I'll go back and I'll check the tapes. But it doesn't pick up motion, and that's what this does. So this is for that. It's also for my safe room too. But these, you don't have to pay for them. These Blink cameras, like I said, they're okay. They use batteries, which kind of sucks and get expensive, especially if they're recording a lot of stuff. But for, I think I paid $250 for 5 of them. So let's put them up.
And of course, it wouldn't be right if it wasn't an unboxing video. Oh, delight. Unboxing the Blinks.
Tell me these cheap fucks at Amazon included batteries. Okay, good. I was gonna say, Jeff Bezos, if you stiffed me on the batteries. It's the next day. I spent like 2 hours fucking around with this yesterday. Electronics hate me. I could not get this fucking module to connect to my phone. But it looks like it's working now on the iPad. So let's get these positioned. This first one is just gonna keep a log of everyone who walks in here. I want to see your face, because I got a camera up here and over here, but I don't really get a good ground view. So yeah, I think I'll just keep it like right here between the plants. Beefing up security a little bit. I got one of these height strips that like you see at a gas station, but when I bought it, I didn't notice that it cuts off below 4 feet. They're just like, yeah, child/little person isn't going to rob you. They don't do those kinds of things, as everyone knows. So I have to use a tape measure to figure out where 4 feet starts, but we're gonna put this up here, and then I put one camera here so it captures right as you walk in, and then I got one here to capture anybody like checking the place out. I'm gonna put another one up there to capture people checking out my parking lot at night. I have a couple others in the back room. It's a lot more going on. All right, there we go. Daddy fixed it. Daddy fixed it. God, I hope somebody who's 7 feet tall doesn't rob me. That'd be terrifying, that walking in here. Hello, give me your gold. I'm John Goodman.
Oh, this is perfect.
So, okay, yep, this is some good stuff. This looks like sterling here. So just checking the back. Gorham sterling, that's right. So let's weigh this up. So 3,297.6 grams here. Plus, let's see what else we got.
Yeah, I don't know about, I mean, these are silver, I know, but I don't know how much. Or silver plated, maybe.
Yeah, this is plated. So
Yeah.
this is $1 a pound.
So it's not really.
I'll still buy it, it lives in my basement in a
Yeah.
big
yeah.
bucket.
These, I don't know what they are, really.
These plated, if it gets that tarnish, it's plated.
Got it.
I give you $15 for everything I see here.
Sure, because everything else is not. So
Yeah.
there's $25 in this box, basically.
But otherwise you have $1,825.
Interesting. Okay, perfect. Because, I mean, how do you guys determine what you're paying? Just
That's
the price of silver
That's
or
17
something?
an ounce. So it's silver right now is 25 an ounce. This is sterling, so it's not pure.
Yeah.
I sell it to refiner. I get about 90%.
Got it.
So I pay about 80. Tell you what, I'll make it 1850.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Listen, I appreciate everything. Thanks a ton.
Thank you. She was doing the thing, I don't see it too often, where the sale's done, all you gotta do is just take the money and leave, and then you start trying to second guess and go back, and it's like, all sales are final, we've completed the transaction, this doesn't need to be this complicated. So, okay, this is about
about 113 ounces of sterling. I will make about $550 on what I just did. I asked my mom to clean my bathroom while I was away because she asked, can I do anything? I was like, well, the bathroom's pretty horrid. Check out what she did. A serial killer basement, but this time, instead of a serial killer bathroom, you get something that's kind of nice. So I've got, these are extra stickers. These are all up on my board, but well, not this one. I thought this was a bit much. Yeah, the duplicates, I've been putting them on my door here. So she put some stuff up, we got a mirror, we got some nice things, it's all clean. I mean, it's still, you can only butter a mouse turd so much. Like this bathroom is just, unless I put serious money into fixing it up, I'm not gonna do that because it's, we shit in here. What the fuck, what do I care what it looks like? I don't, nobody really comes down here. We did have contractors next door. And again, you guys, I can't stress how disgusting this bathroom was. I haven't cleaned it, the toilet was nasty, everything was just nasty. They came, because I guess they don't have a bathroom next door. They came over and they asked if they could use our bathroom. Sure. They only used them once. They worked for several weeks. They didn't come back. They kind of gave us a look when they were coming back up. So, yeah, vast improvement here. Thanks, Mom. I love you, Mom. Hi, Mom! I don't think she watches my YouTube, actually. So I also still have fucking casters. Anyone want to buy some casters? Seriously, if you know anyone who would want caster wheels, industrial caster wheels, and parts, brand new, in the box, good shit, look at this shit. Some rigs and some wheels, but I will pay you if you know somebody who would want it. And you can broker a sale because there's fucking 10 grand here, probably, somewhere in that neighborhood, retail, maybe even more. I'll pay you a commission if you can find a buyer for me because I want to get these things out of here so that I can make this a productive space because well, we'll talk about expansion in between the fun. A couple new items to show off. I got this at an antique store. It was, what did I spend on this thing, like 250 bucks. Original Japanese, a little bit of nudity, how lovely. I decided Soviet general's gonna go up there. Tired of people getting pissy about them, and it's kind of bad taste to have a Soviet general right now, and I support Ukraine, so. I'm not gonna get rid of it outright, because I do really like it, but I put him up where, number one, where he can overlook everything, number two, where he can, be more out of sight, out of mind. So I got this. I got this little piece here of this like samurai dude riding like a pink horse. And then I got this one. It seems like there's like a lot going on here that's like kind of funny. Like this guy like looking out the window and just like it says drugs. And then I got these two soldiers here going with the soldier theme. And then I bought, I'm probably gonna move this, but it's like a display of like different butterflies hanging up there as a bitch. But for now I'm gonna leave it there because I wanna get artwork all the way across here. Probably double up over here. So like, you know, there'll be like 2 sets of paintings over here. And I wanna get more over in here because right now all I have is Tony and Pyomai. It's from The Sopranos, by the way, if nobody knows. And I wanna get something here and I wanna get vines over here. But alas, one thing at a time. Look back at my old videos. Do you guys remember what the store looked like when I first opened up? Just how like laughably bare it was? Piece by piece, it's coming together. All right, so this is getting toward the end of the last of the graded metals. I have the Sudetenland metal I'm gonna be selling on its own. This is all going in as part of the Horde. I had to get an Erwin Rommel medal because again, I'm trying to tell the story of the Third Reich and their conquest or attempt at Erwin Rommel in Africa is pretty important. So this is an Afrika Korps brass medal. See a tank beneath a palm tree. Then he is on the obverse. This is a Hermann Göring bronze medal. Adolf Hitler, our future. This one's pretty worn down. It's got environmental damage. This one is an edge medal with Hitler on it, and I gotta do research on these. I'm gonna do research on these tonight, I think. Another Hitler medal, Ego Breaking the Chains. I have a nicer example of this. I might sell this one on its own. And then these are the loose ones I got. So this, one of the nicest medals I have in my collection is an S Special, it's a 63? Yeah, it's a 63 of this. This one is way worn down, but this is a rare medal, pretty expensive. It's a Luftwaffe Technician medal. This is an Erwin Rommel medal. I would get this graded. I can see some damage. So there's I saw one of these on eBay graded. It sold for like $1,000. I paid $600 on this one. This is the annexation of Czechoslovakia. So it's got Hitler, Chamberlain, Daldier, and Mussolini. Yeah, this one's pretty rare. They're all pretty rare. So these I'm gonna sell on their own. These are going in the collection. I'm gonna sell these two on their own. The Civil War medals and the Judea are going in my case. And the Confederacy I'm going to keep for next week because I need it. I bought it specifically for the show, which again, Patreons, this is why you're important, because I buy shit just for the show, and then I had to pay for it, and I'm stuck with it until I sell it. So like, the show is like actually very, very expensive for me to produce, so please become a Pawn Man Patreon. So I sold 2 of these. This double Sudetenland medal I had, I have a higher example in my hoard, so I sold this one. And then this Hitler gold medal, it's not gold obviously. I got $500 on the pair, and I wrote, "Thank you, be sure to rate me an 8 out of 8. Little Hitler smiley mustache. It's like, that's a horrible thing to write to a customer. He's buying Nazi shit, he'll think it's funny. I think it's funny. And if you don't, then you're wrapped too tight. You're wrapped a bit too tight for my liking." And if you don't get the 8 out of 8, Google 88 and Nazis and then you'll see why that's not funny. So alas, this is where I am at. I fucking do not want to sell this because this is supposed to be part of the big hoard. This is one of the really special items, but I did not pay very much money for this, and I got $450 on it. So this is a giant medal from the war here. Obviously we see quite a bit of detail. I'm pretty sure this thing is handmade. I don't know how many of these are out there, but because of my cash situation, I gotta sell some stuff. So I'm making money, but I'm sad I gotta start to already damage the collection. And correction, this is a German Air Corps Empire collection. It's a huge 82mm medal. So it's the Air Corps. I guess you can see they're jumping out of planes.
What's going on, you guys? We're Between the Pawn. I'm Evan, and this is my gold and silver business. How's the week been? I don't know. I was on vacation. So I went on vacation this week for the first time in a year. Oh my God, you guys, I needed a vacation so bad. I went to New Orleans. I went with a special someone. I'm gonna keep my romantic life out of this, or like my personal life. I went on a lovely trip, and we had a great time. Oh my God, was it fun. Some things that I did, some highlights. So we landed. We had a really early morning flight. It was at like 7 a.m. and we stayed up late the night before drinking. And so like I woke up, I was fucking very hungover. And I was like, oh, I'll just keep drinking. And so on the plane, like that wasn't going so good. We landed, I had a killer headache. We couldn't check into our Airbnb. We rented like a fancy condo, but we couldn't go in until check-in was at like 4 and we got there at like 11 a.m. So I'm like standing outside and I'm like messaging the Airbnb host. Why not? Why not? Why can't I just go in? So he let us drop our bags off, but then we had to like leave for a couple hours. So we went to this bar and they made this rum drink. The Uber driver recommended it. It was like a 32-ounce cup with like yay much rum. And you know, I slammed this thing. Could barely eat because I was getting kind of nauseous. And I'm thinking like, oh, I'll just get drunk again. And then, you know, I'll feel better. And I'm walking down the street. I'm like, God damn, I drank all that rum and I don't really feel it. 20 steps later, I'm just shit-faced drunk, and we're walking, like I said, down the street, and there's a big abandoned hospital, and it's like a creepy-ass hospital, and it's, you know, got a chain link fence. Oh, there's a hole in the fence. You ever been in an abandoned hospital? Let's go check it out. So I broke into an abandoned hospital and just walking around. Oh my God, check out some of these photos. Probably not the safest thing I've done, but my God, was that fun. And if she hadn't been with me, because like I could do stupid shit, obviously. I wanted to go downstairs, like in the creepy basement. And she's like, you know, there's mold and live wires and probably some homeless people in here that maybe we don't want to run into. So that was exciting. Other fun stuff I did, I went to the World War II Museum, which I cannot recommend enough. They have so much cool shit. I geeked out a little bit too much at the Nazi shit. You know, some of it I'm like, okay, like, I have that one. I have that one too. Oh fuck, mine's nicer than the one in the museum. I got some dirty looks. And then I loudly said as I was leaving that I would give the museum an 8 out of 8, which has been my bad joke that I keep telling. What else did we do? Good food, not great. Not all the food I had was good, but I went to a couple good restaurants. We went on a swamp airboat tour. That was really fun, except I did not like the fucking redneck swamp boat guy pulling the boat over and snatching a baby alligator like out of the water and like passing it around to get manhandled and throwing it over the next boat, and then they just like throw it back. It's like, yeah, you guys just fucking killed that alligator because you stressed it out so much. Like, you want to touch it? I'm like, no, I don't want to touch this live alligator you pulled out of a swamp. But if you guys have never been on an airboat, fuck, they go fast. I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, I wanted to go on a bayou. This is a swamp, not a bayou. I fucked up. And then we get out in the channel and the guy just hits it. We're doing like 45 miles an hour. I'm just like, oh shit! So that was cool. I went on a haunted house tour. I saw the infamous Madame Delphine's house. I swear I saw a ghost in a photo, but it's other people told me I'm just using my imagination. There was also down the street, there's this like the vampire of New Orleans. He was like this like rich aristocrat he spoke 15 languages, and his origin was very mysterious. He claimed to be a servant of King Louis, and then they discovered that he was tying hookers upside down and draining their blood and drinking it as wine. And they went to like arrest him, and he just vanished. And then when he vanished, a bunch of stuff about him like came to light that like strongly suggested that he was an immortal, and supposedly he resurfaced in the 1970s. I don't know. It was pretty wild. So all in all, really fun tour. I didn't get arrested, which is good because like fucking the first thing we did was break into a hospital, and I kept joking like, okay, so there's one thing. We just can't get arrested. I spent a lot of time going to antique shops there. And I went into one antique store and they had a lot of Nazi shit that was grossly underpriced. And I walked in and was like, so I bought 3 daggers. I spent $1,000 and I'm probably gonna double my money, which basically pays for the Airbnb. So that's what's up. And now technically the whole trip is a business trip. So I intentionally fucked off. I didn't check anything. I checked in with my guy who was running the store. Oh, he did I don't know if any of you guys dealt with him. He did a terrific job. I'm really, really, really pleased with how he handled things. I came back to a week where the store made $5,000 in profits and I didn't have to be here. I just let him run the show. It was great. That tells me I can go on a vacation again. Him and my jewelry girl. The store went really well, but I didn't check anything. I intentionally fucked off. I made a couple TikToks and that was it. I wasn't checking messages. I wasn't on my Discord. I needed to unplug and it was really good for me. But unfortunately on the last day, or the day coming back, I wake up at 9 a.m. We got a 12 o'clock flight and I look at my bank account and let me just say I was counting on some money and it didn't come through. And I had way less funds than I thought, to the point where I fucking panicked. I was just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But I'm still looking for short-term loans. I guess 50K is a big ass. So now I'm looking for 10K at 15% for 6 months. So if that's something one of you is interested in doing, let me know, because I am really low on money, you guys. And so that's what I came back to, is I'm fucking low on money. And I don't know if you guys saw, I posted yesterday on Instagram. Again, I was still in panic mode on Friday. I'm doing better today. Yeah, I'm low on funds and it's getting really hard to do this. I'm down to less than $10,000 and I just got defrauded for $2,600. So, that's a lot of money to me right now. I really can't have that happen. Other stuff I want to talk about, you guys. Please send me, if you do business with me, if you're another vendor, I really want to fill this up with all you guys to show the community and who all I work with and do business with. I added this little souvenir, this New Orleans thing. Also, Brish still has not contacted me. So Brish, again, if you're watching, I still have your coin and your statue and I have something for you, but I don't have your address, so please contact me. The last thing I would like to quickly mention, I had a staffing change, as I'm sure all of you are aware. I let somebody go and I don't want to answer any questions about it. I don't want to talk about it. She don't work here anymore. Stop asking. I'm going to delete the comment. It's a private matter. That's all I can say. Life moves on. All right, so with that, you guys, let's get into the questions. And I only have 3 for you guys today. First question I got was, am I planning on expanding and opening up other stores? No, I'm probably not going to do that. I want to expand this store first. I'm in kind of it's not a strip mall. This is like an old theater. A lot of people come in, older people, they tell me they saw Star Wars here for the first time. This is, I don't know if this is the smallest unit. It's probably not. I guess it's pretty big in here and I do have a basement. The biggest unit is $5,000 a month. It is fucking huge. It is an old box office that is beautiful inside. It's my goal to move in there. By the end of my lease here, I want to be able to move in there. So that would entail having a much, much larger store. We're talking the Pawn Stars size of a store. So I want to have one location that's very large before I start opening others. And on top of that, this business is named after the suburb that it's in. So my immediate goal for right now is to expand what I have here and move into a larger storefront and have more showcases. Never say never. Maybe I'll open other ones if this gets as big as I hope it will. But for now, no, just to expand into a bigger storefront. Okay, so first question coming in from Josh K. Josh asks, question for next Between the Pawn. What's my favorite American coin ever minted? Probably the trade dollar, because it is such an odd duck coin. It has a very interesting historical story about why it was made. The fact that it is a coin flop, I think, is very interesting. It was made as a commerce device to rival the Spanish real and exert American influence and might abroad, particularly in China and Asia. So they were meant to be shipped over there, to be spent over there, but most of them ended up coming back over here, and then the government just canceled them and demonetized them for like 100 years. So a lot of workers who've been paid wages in these trade dollars basically just got fucked because the silver value didn't equal $1 back then. I think they restruck it in platinum, if I remember right. I was talking to somebody high up at NGC on Instagram who I randomly discovered followed me. And then I was asking yeah, you think they'll ever restrike the trade dollar? And he was like, well, they did. And he showed me the platinum. And I was like, oh, I'm just some boob who doesn't know what he's talking about. I also really do like some of the commemorative coins from the 1892 to 1954 program. I think Bay Bridge is pretty cool. The design for that. I hate to say it, I do like the Stone Mountain coin. I think that's a well-designed coin. Question 2. Question for Between the Pawn. Pawn, you mentioned in an episode once that you considered a bullion subscription service. I'd love to start getting monthly bullion, and specifically from you. It's still an idea of yours. If so, when do you think you could start? The problem with that right now is the prices are fluctuating a lot. And it economically does not make sense for me to do that. What I could do a premium bullion service where you're paying way above spot, and because I get really cool coins coming in. Like, for example, just today I paid spot. This is a Queen's Beast. It's a 2-ounce Queen's Beast. It's not graded, but these are rare and expensive. And I paid metal. Like, I just paid, I think I paid 27 an ounce on this. So this is something that would work for that, and that is something I could potentially entertain. But as far as a straight bullion subscription service goes, where you're paying a flat, $31 an ounce, and you get 10 ounces a month with free ship, like, that's just not economical to me, especially with the way the prices are going. On top of that, you guys, it has been really hard for me to get bullion. APMEX and JM, they're way backed up. I've heard they're like a month and a half out on delivery. I'm not getting people selling to me like I need. I just get people that want to buy right now. And you guys should be buying. You should not be selling. And if you are going to sell to me. So it's really difficult right now with the way the markets are to envision doing something like that. It's something I want to do, but I got so much other shit going on right now. My project now is I got to do my tax return for the business for 2021, and I've just begun to do it, and it's going to take me so much time to do, and I need to get it done soon. I just got an extension on my taxes, but I'm really busy, so I need to hire more help. And I don't have money for that right now, so there's just not enough hours in a day. Question 3, last question. SN Gailey, Samuel writes, after Triple B is charged, will they sell what they recovered since it's defaced? And if so, will you see any of it? So like I said, he stole a gold coin with George Bush's face on it. George Bush and Tony Blair. It was a 2006 commemorative for some kind of a summit. And he defaced all of the coins, so you can't tell whose coin is what. And I mean, potentially what I could do is rally together a bunch of his victims and we could sue him. We can sue him in conciliation court, or we can go after him as private citizens. But as far as getting him to pay restitution to me, I don't have a police report, because by the time I figured it out, it was way after the fact. My tapes didn't go back that far. I don't know what day he robbed me. So no, I'm fucked on that. I'm not gonna get my gold coin back. Again, I could potentially sue him maybe, but I don't know. Like, you guys, I've sued a lot of people, and that's a terrible thing to say, but not a lot, but I've sued 6 landlords. In REI when I was 4. It's my first lawsuit, don't ask. Who else? My fraternity. There's some other ones in there. I've won every single lawsuit that I've undertaken, but it is not fun. It is a pain in the ass, and I don't want to attempt to, it'll take me way too much time, and it won't be worth it. $1,000. I learned a lesson. I got to make content out of it. I got to go on the news over it. I guess that was worth $1,000 to me. All I could do is chalk it up and say, yeah, I guess it was worth it. I learned a lesson. I won't make that mistake again, and fuck that guy. He is appearing in court next month, and I have been joking, maybe not joking. I might take a road trip out there to go sit in on it. I don't know if I want to go all the way to Wisconsin. I don't even know if they'll let me bring a camera into the courtroom. I kind of want to go visit him behind bars and be like, ha 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 ha, you fucker. Just my luck, he'll get out and then he'll come back and shoot me. Alright guys, so I only got 3 questions this week. If you guys like this video, be sure you give it a thumbs up. Post your questions in the comment section below so that I have more than 3 questions for the next Between the Pawn. Get my books. I do have a merch store, you guys. A lot of people don't seem to know that I have a merch store. My Linktree link in my profile will take you to the merch store. I got coffee mugs, shirts, all kinds of apparel, backpack, go check it out. Also, you guys, because I am having some financial difficulties right now, patroning me helps a lot. Patreon and buying shit from me. So go check out my eBay store, buy stuff. It goes a long way. If I sold every single item in my eBay store today, I would not have any problems at all. I would just be good. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Spread the word of Pawn Man. Go on Facebook, tell people to watch my videos, like and subscribe for more. See you guys back here for another episode of Between the Pawn /Pawn Man. Later, guys.